Okay, so in this video, what I want to do is that I want to basically solve a coding challenge in Python, right? And so this is basically reverse a list in place. What does that mean, really? Well, you can actually reverse a list using another list, right? Or or other data structure. So simplest way that you can solve this problem is like you can create a list called reverse or whatever, and let's just say you have like an original list, scores or whatever, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and then basically what you do is that you kind of loop from the end of this list to the beginning, and you push the elements inside the reverse, and kind of you return the reverse list. That's what you do, right? But we can't do that because the problem says that we have to reverse a list in place. Okay, so reverse a list in place, and that is important. The way that we do that, we're going to use 2 pointers, right? We're gonna use 2 pointers, and I guess the first thing we have to understand is like, what is this 2 pointer? So basically, this is what we're gonna do. Okay, so we have a list. Let's just say start with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? So you kind of start from you put 1 pointer on the first element, another pointer on the last element. So index 0 and index, let's just say, in this case, index 5, right? And you basically swap, right? You swap the last element with the first element, right? So you just kind of like 6 and 1, and then you move the kind of like the left pointer, right? So you move the left pointer to the right, then you move the right pointer. You move the right pointer to the left, basically. And then you kind of swap, right? So, and if you continue to do that, you get essentially a reversed list, right? So you swap these guys, and that's it. And at some point, left, the value of left pointer is going to be greater than right pointer, right? So like as you kind of increment it, right? When you get here, for example, left pointer is going to be 0, 1, 2, 3. So left is going to be 3, and you decrementing the right pointer. So it's going to be like 4, 3, and 2, right? So this is going to be 2. So basically the value of left pointer is going to be greater than right, and then you kind of quit at that point. You quit your loop, and you're done. Okay. That's basically the idea, right? Then let's kind of code the thing. So if you have a list of scores, let's just say, for example, and just come up with some values. I don't know kind of scores these are, but whatever. And we want 6. Okay, so 6 is good. Okay, so then we define a function that's supposed to reverse a list, let's just say. Takes a list of integer and returns none. Returns none because this is going to actually change the list in place, right? So reverse list of ints in place. And this is really important. So, okay. So the first thing we want to do, we want to define our pointers, right? So you have the left pointer, which is an integer that we initialize to 0. Why? Because this is the first index of our list, right? And then another one, and yeah, so this is going to be essentially the last index. You initialize it, put the last index of our list, right? Of our list, whatever, or just last index, I guess. Okay, and then we need a loop. No, actually not. Well, let's define a swap variable first. Swap variable, and we initialize this with 0. And then, well, I mean, just to be consistent, let's just put the type here. Okay, so this loop is going to run as long as the left pointer is actually smaller than it's kind of like a smaller than right pointer. And the moment that it's not, then obviously we break the loop. Okay, so the first thing we do, I'm going to put the left value, well, actually, left value, I'm going to put the left value inside the swap. Okay, and then I'm going to actually put the right value inside the left value, because we already stored it, right? So we stored the left value inside swap, so now we can actually replace it with, reassign it with essentially the value of right side, okay? And then we could say after that, only after that, we could say, now let's just basically put the value of left. Well, actually, I have to use swap. Right, so we put back the value of the left. We don't put back. We put it inside the right value, right? So swap is holding the value of the left side. We're putting it in the right value, basically. And after that, we just have to kind of move our pointers, okay? So the left pointer, technically, wants to move towards right, okay? So you have to add 1. And the right pointer wants to actually move towards the left, so you have to subtract 1. Okay, and after that, I think we're set at this point, right? Okay. So yeah, I mean, this should work. I mean, if it doesn't, obviously figure it out. It's fine. We find out. We're gonna find out if it doesn't. But I think it's correct, right? Yeah. Okay, let's run this. Oh, we're not printing. We're not printing anything. We're not printing anything, obviously. So let me run this, and it does work. It does work. So yeah, as you see, we are able to reverse the list. And that's it. That's basically how we use two pointers, how we can use two pointers in order to actually reverse a list, right? And that's it. I think that's it for this video. Goodbye.